There are 194 countries in the world. Every day, goods, services, money, and people flow across national borders. Who is it then that keeps track of all this activity? The answer is the United Nations. The United Nations is an organization of independent countries united under the common goal of empowering other nations, promoting peace and stability, and managing the global systems that people rely on every day. The United Nations, most commonly referred to as the UN, has 192 member countries, including almost every country in the world. Together, these member countries, as a part of the UN, become part of a global system that has been in place since October 1945.
To understand the purpose of the UN, we must first understand what was happening globally at the time that it was established. The great powers were at war, and after the failure of the League of Nations, it became clear that in order to ensure a safe and stable world, cooperation was needed on an unprecedented scale. The solution was discovered late in the course of World War II and consisted of 51 original member countries. The goal at this time was simply to prevent another mass war like the last two had been, especially with nuclear weapons becoming the new reality of modern warfare.
Today, the United Nations is separated into 5 different organs. These organs are the Security Council, General Assembly, Secretariat, Economic and Social Council, and the International Court of Justice. The last of these, the International Court of Justice, settles disputes in a court-like setting as long as the feuding countries agree to abide by the court's decision. Today, you will get to experience what goes on in settling a global issue in an international court of law.
The court, often called the ICJ, handles many critical situations every year. For example, Costa Rica and Nicaragua are presently debating maritime ownership of several disputed Pacific islands. The governing international law that is central to the UN is known as the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. This structure defines what the United Nations considers to be rights that should be granted to all people around the world, regardless of race, creed, religion, wealth, or any other factor.
The International Court of Justice consists of 15 judges who vote on disputed issues between nations. It also advises states on issues of international law and answers legal questions submitted by various countries of the General Assembly. Currently, the headquarters of the International Court of Justice is located in The Hague in the Netherlands. Judges are elected by the General Assembly and serve a term of 9 years. When there is an issue between states that cannot be resolved directly, these countries will often agree to allow the International Court of Justice to impartially issue a ruling for them in order to mediate the situation.
Today, you will participate in a mock debate very similar to what would occur in the actual International Court of Justice. You will represent countries as they debate a variety of issues, all of which are real concerns that are discussed in the world today. We would like to congratulate you on all of the hard work and preparation that you've put into these cases, wish you the best of luck in your debates, and remind you that, win or lose, the goal is to have fun.